Hi everybody, welcome back to Gersum's Garage. The other day I said I'd make a quick little video about my blast cabinet, and it's going to be quick. I just wanted to show you some of the upgrades I made on it. I'm not going to get into super great detail just because there's so many other people that have done this on YouTube and probably have done it better than I have. But this is just something to show that you can take these Harbor Freight cabinets and make them better than they come. Because I'll tell you, as they come from Harbor Freight, they don't work very well. One thing, when you assemble these, and I admit this is messy from the looks of it, but silicone. Don't rely on the gaskets that come with this, because you can see right here there's a dip. These things don't fit flush. And everybody I've talked to that has one of these told me, make sure you silicone them when you assemble them. And I really do not get a lot of media outside of this cabinet, so it does work. Now, the stock plexiglass is garbage. As you can see, mine's all scratched up. I would recommend if you get one of these cabinets, get some glass sheets cut and use glass. There's a couple different videos on YouTube on how to do that. It will pay off in the long run. The stock lights that come with these are garbage. So I added this box with an outlet and a switch and of course cord. And I'll show you inside. I used a lamp holder. It's made for outdoor locations. It's got a shielding on there for damp locations. And I use a small LED bulb in it. And I have a spare because the media does chew up the lens of the bulb. Now you see that baffle over there? You can make one, but I didn't feel like doing that, so there's this company called Parts Washer Upgrade, and he's got a website, and I will put a link in the description, that makes kits for these. Basically this, the regulator, foot pedal, and this down here, which actually changes the cabinet from a siphon system to a feed system. And you got this valve to regulate your flow. This is his simplest one he's got. And you could make this with pipe. Like I said, I just didn't feel like dealing with it. I wanted the cabinet working quickly, so when I just ordered it, it wasn't that expensive. He's got a better one that's more of a funnel that's superior to this unit. It came with this little foot pedal and the regulator. And this rear baffle back here, which I'm trying to get in here a little bit. It's just basically a damper, and it controls how much suction you get on the cabinet by reducing the air coming into it. Okay, now, one thing, I didn't go with his gun, because his gun was it's a cheap foreign one. This is where I splurged a little bit on the cabinet. This is a TP gun, made in America. And if you're going to do these upgrades, I recommend something like this. Don't get a cheap blasting gun. Spend the money and get the quality gun. You will not regret it. If you notice there, I've got a grounding wire on that. One of my mechanics that used to work for me, he had the same blast cabinet, and he was talking about, when I first got this, he was getting static shocks with his. So what I did was I ran a ground wire from my gun to the cabinet, and of course this box over here is grounded. So I've never got a shock off this cabinet from the static from the blast media. I didn't cut back the grate. I know some people do that and they put it lower in the hopper, but it works fine for what I need it for. One thing you want to do is you want to take this aluminum tape and tape up all these holes in the door, because they just collect blast media if you don't. Then when you open the door, it goes all over. Another place to collect blast media is here. Now, this isn't the best solution. I kind of got a little cheap on this. I went to Lowe's and bought some cheap molding, and then I put the aluminum tape over it. I would recommend, if you have the time, to actually put some sheet metal here to funnel it back down into the hopper. You know, like I said, it does collect a little media, but it's a lot better than just having that flat. So that's pretty much it. One thing I did do, and I recommend with these, I put it up on casters. That way, if you got a small shop like I do and you need it out of the way, just roll it where you need it. And I put this bracing in. I had this stuff laying around. The cabinet's kind of flimsy, so that just adds strength to it when you're moving it around. I don't recommend putting one across here. Originally, I did have one there, but my foot kept hitting it, so I took it out. So I think the center one provides enough strength. And of course, I discussed the other day the Cyclone, and that works well. So that's the blast cabinet. And like I said, if you want to do this to your Harbor Freight cabinet, it's pretty inexpensive modifications. This cabinet, I got it on, I had it back when Harbor Freight was the 30% off coupons for anything in the store. I think I only paid like $159 for this. It was like $199, and I had that 30% coupon off. I got a pretty good deal on it. So a lot of the stuff I did have laying around. So that's the cabinet in a nutshell. Have a great day.